Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. We begin tonight's coverage with this weekend's BEBL matchups. The Belize City Defenders took on the Belmopan Trojans inside the Belize City Civic Center. After losing 2 games back-to-back, the Defenders had something to prove, and they did just that in this game against the youngest team in the league. The Defenders came out on top with 107 points, while the Trojans secured 71 points. Man of the match goes to Defenders forward Fenton Bradley. He finished with 25 points, 4 of 5 from the three-point line, an efficient 76% field goal percentage, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And of course, former league MVP Nigel Jones made significant contributions to the game. Jones scored a total of 20 points. He snatched up 15 rebounds, 12 of which were defensive rebounds. Jones was less efficient from the three-point line this time around, but overall had a 53% field goal percentage. We also saw big double-digit contributions from Captain Devin Daly, Andrew Ortiz, Lorenzo Dillard, and Devon Campbell. For the Belmopan Trojans, Paul Lopez continues to impress. He finished with 21 points, 8 of 17 from the field with a 71% field goal percentage. Eyes must be kept on this young player. With 7 games played, the Belize City Defenders now sits on top of the league standing, but that can all change in one weekend. Also on Friday night, the Cayo Western Ballers played its first game under a new head coach, Bernard Tarr. It was a nail-biting overtime game inside the Sacred Heart Auditorium between the Ballers and the Dangriga Dream Ballers. However, that one finished in favor of Dream Ballers, 87 to 83 points. But the big question here is, why did the former head coach for Cayo Western Ballers, Kareem Juan, resign? Well, we spoke directly with Juan, and here is what he told us.
As a coach, I became frustrated with the structure of the league at this time. I feel that the league is still predominantly influenced by certain teams in the league, and that all teams and all rules are not fairly executed. And so there were a few incidents that I thought were unfair. And because of those issues with the league, I decided that as a coach, I felt like I was participating in a league that in the roughest of terms, a league that is rigged. And so I decided to simply step away. In regards to the direct incident in Belmopan, again, my issues, me personally as a coach, and I'm not in no way representing Western Ballers, but me personally as a coach felt that a particular referee in that game was intentionally making calls to ensure that my team did not win. And I could challenge anybody to go and watch the videos, to go and see how many calls were made by that referee, to go and see how many fouls were against my team. And so at the end of that game, I felt no matter what we did, we would not have won that game. And so I felt as a basketball coach at that time that the actions of that referee was way more obtuse than me throwing a chair in protest at the end of that game. And that was another issue that further encouraged me to step away. We are running our top league in Belize, top basketball league, without any trained referees in Belize. So the Basketball Referee Association are not even officiating our games. So what the league has done at the 3rd week, they have been scraping up any referee that has a whistle and put them on a court. And I find that to be beyond unacceptable.
We reached out to BEBL Commissioner Glenn Gill, who contended that the league has referees from the association and certified Guatemalan referees assisting. From basketball, we move into some football action. Yes, we're talking about the William Dawson Peace Cup. We bring you highlights from the match between Port Loyola FC and Hattieville FC. The teams lined up just before the start of the game. The referee gave the starting players a brief reminder of how the game would run as he sought to ensure that the match would go without incidents. The guys then paid their respects to each other before the starting whistle was blown. Early in the game, Port Loyola FC tries to convert a corner kick into a goal with 8 Hattieville defenders inside the penalty box. Each of Port Loyola's offenders got a crack at the goal attempt, but ultimately the defense proved successful. On the other end of the field, Hattieville United, also with a corner kick, sought to put the first goal of the match on the scoreboard. Every attempt to get the ball to the goal was countered by a defender on the prowl. The play ended with a wild shot from center field that completely missed the target. Here at the start of the second half, number 2 for Port Loyola FC is rewarded with a free kick just outside of the penalty box. He swings the ball around the wall, but it is an easy stop for Hattieville's goalkeeper. And this is the one and only goal scored in the match. Off a header from midfield, Kenyon Lewis finds the opening and puts it in. Port Loyola FC won that game 1-0. Lewis was named the man of the match. Well folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Catch you in the next one.